Why don't we attempt to make a battery pack for a radio to take out in the field? How's it going, guys? Corey the Random Guy here with you today. We are going to try to make a 4S 18650 battery pack for a CB radio to take out in the field and try to shoot some skip. So what I have here, I've actually got 4 of these that I'm gonna do. This is 4S 18650 battery holders. You can get them on Amazon for relatively cheap. Excuse me.
Ew! Oh, that's nasty.
Am I gonna put a BMS on all this stuff? No, I'm not. These batteries are used. They're probably not working. I'm sure, I don't know. But let's give it a shot. Let's just try to take 4 of these, make a 4S, 4P battery pack. Batteries that I have is a mixture of different batteries. I have to put a multimeter on all these just to see if any of them have a charge, if any of them do not. Let's get you set up on the bench back here. I'll have the camera pointed down so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, guys, I hope this works. So first things first, what we are going to do is we are going to get a multimeter. You can just use a cheapy little thing like this, and we're going to set it to 20 volts. And we need a total of 4, 8, 12, 16. We need 16 of these batteries. Hopefully, some of them will still be okay. I've had these batteries for quite a while, so we'll see how everything goes here. Let's test out this one. So we're gonna stick the negative here, positive here. Ooh, 0.45 volts. Let's go ahead and set that one right there. Let's take the next one. Ideally, I kind of want these to be at least 2 volts. This way I know that they're holding a charge. See, this one's 3.5. This one will go into the first pack. Now, am I gonna worry about amp hours, stuff like that? Not really. So we're gonna take this one, since it was almost 2 volts, we're gonna put it in its separate pack. So anyway, as I was saying, am I gonna worry about, you know, amp hours, if they're gonna match or not? Not this time around, I'm not. This is just an experiment to try it out. So let's try this battery, 2.1. We're gonna stick it in this pack since it's almost 2 volts, or just a little over 2 volts. Another one of these blue ones. So in case you guys are wondering about these, you can go to Walmart and pick these things up. These go good for your like rechargeable solar lights and whatnot that you get from there. So that's just a little tidbit of information there for you. 1.57, and this one was almost 3. But we're gonna go ahead and stick this one with this one here, since it's the same brand. We'll just we'll let it charge evenly. Ooh, that one's deader than dead. We'll stick that one over here. Lord, 3.52. All right, so we'll stick this one in that. I do believe this is another Samsung one. I'm not 100% sure. So 1.27. We might go ahead and stick this in a different pack. Keep all the voltages hopefully the same. This way, when I go charge up all these packs, we won't have to really worry about it. 1.9. This is almost a 2 volt pack. So we'll go ahead and stick that one in here. So right at 2 volts. All right, so we have 1 pack complete and 3 volts. Go ahead and stick this one in here. All right, that's 2 packs complete now. So scratch what I said earlier on this pack being complete. I went ahead and took this weaker battery out. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to go figure out why my dogs were barking so much. So this pack, or this battery, is 2.4. These ones are right about 3.5. These are close to 2. I'm gonna look in this bag, see if we can find something a little bit closer. 2.5. So that will complete this pack, this one, almost. Need to find at least one more. 2.5, so might go 2.4. Go there, 2.4. That'll go there. I think this one was just dead. Oh yeah, there is nothing going on in this particular cell. This cell might be just toast. Some of the sheathing kind of came off of here, that's why it's black taped. 3 point something. This particular battery here will complete this one. So we have 1, 2, 3 packs complete. This one here has 3. So let's find one of these batteries that's going to be the closest, and then we'll get them all charged here. 0.03? No, I think that one is pretty well toast. I've had these batteries forever, and you can actually find these out of old laptop batteries and stuff like that, so keep an eye out for these. 0.45, that one's going to be a maybe. Oh, these are Samsung cells here. Uh-oh, there goes Zello. Hey, I'm making a video right now, actually. Zello going off. Let's see. Almost a volt. We'll put this one in the maybe pile, which is off camera. You guys can't see it. 0.04. This one's pretty well a dud. So let's take this one. Double check here. You always want to double check. Don't pull a me. We'll take this one that's got like 1 volt in it. Put it in this pack. Everything together. Test the wires. Make sure that we're actually getting connectivity. Now that we have all 4 of these that have batteries in them, let's go ahead. Grab 2 test leads, 1 red, 1 black. So now let's test the actual output to make sure we're actually getting a full output here. So for some reason it's all over the place. So 7.8, let's go ahead and double check everything because that does not seem right. Get a Quaccumulator. 2.42, this thing should be, we'll find out here. 2.39, 2.48. 0.97, 8.26. This pack here should be registering 8.26 volts. The reason why I'm a little bit concerned about that, according to this, it was not registering that. Now sometimes these packs here don't connect. Each battery won't connect very well. Hang on, let me get. Oh, there we go. 8.28. We know this pack is good. 8.28 volts. If we're charging this up to 4.2 volts, and this is a 4S, 4.2 volts times 4 would be 16.8. So to achieve 13.8 volts, we need each cell to be 3.7 volts. We're gonna charge this pack up to 13.8. Now that we know that this pack is ready to be charged, we'll set this one off to the side. This one is definitely not reading. All right, so something is not right here. So this pack here is running about 8.0 volts. I had to fix it. Just keep in mind that these battery packs, when you get them, if they don't register fully what you expect, just move the batteries around, make sure that the positives and negatives are all touching and all that stuff, and then you guys will be fine. So let's set this pack off to the side, and let's try this one actually. Let's go with this one. This one seems to be the more interesting one anyway. I think this one was the 3.5. So this pack here is about 13.4. This was pretty close to being charged all the way. All the connections seem to be fine. Just move stuff around, bang it, seems to be all right. We're still gonna charge this one though. We're gonna bring it up to a 13.8 volts. Now, let's add this last one. And as you guys can see, it's not registering. So let's figure out why. Yeah, this pack here is kind of wonky on us. Basically what I'm doing, I'm kind of prying this up a little bit to where it'll make contact with this little deal down in here. And at the same time, let's see if we can get this thing to connect with us. Hey, looky there. So in a case like that, most likely it's going to be the battery not making contact with either end. So we got an 8.52. This pack that's up here is about a 13.4, and the rest of the 3 are roughly either 8 or 8.5. We're going to charge each and every one of these packs up individually to about 13.8 volts, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that. All right guys, I was going to go ahead and charge each one of these packs individually, but I'm not going to go ahead and do that. Let me show you what I did. That is the charger that I am using currently. It is charging these battery packs at 2 amps. So there you go. The battery pack, or all 3 of these battery packs right now, is sitting at about 13.7 volts or so under charge. Right now it just dropped to 1.9 volts. So anyway guys, that's how the charging is going. This charger is an automatic charger, so it will automatically adjust the amperage output for these cells. Here in a little bit, what I will do is I'll take this 4th pack and put it on. These were down pretty low versus this one, so I'm gonna wait for these to get charged a little bit. And then I'll add this to it, and then we'll see what the output voltage is and see if it'll turn on a radio. So anyway guys, stay tuned. All right guys, I didn't figure it was gonna take, very long to charge this pack at all. So right now, I've let it settle. It's sitting about 13.5, between 13.49 and 13.5. We're just gonna call it 13.5. Let's go ahead and see if this battery pack will fire up this radio. All right everyone, I got it all hooked up. Battery meter is right there. 13.4, somewhere around in there. Let's see if it'll turn it on. And looky there, it actually turns it on. Let's hook up a microphone to it and see if it can handle sound and stuff. All right, everyone, Got the microphone hooked up. This is the type of radio that the microphone has to be hooked up in order for it to actually produce sound. Yeah. Let's hook an antenna up to it, put it outside, and see if it will handle actually some traffic coming in. In case you're wondering what antenna I'm using, I'm using the Wilson Little Will that is on my sawhorse. It's not going to be good for transmitting, but it'll receive something. And there's Connor. All right, so we got the antenna hooked up and microphone hooked up. We are sitting at about 13.4 volts. Let's turn the automatic noise leveler on. All right, wow, this thing can get pretty loud and it won't drop too much. You gotta remember, this is kind of a small pack. Let's see how it does when we go transmit. Hello, testing 1, 2. Hello. 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 All right, you guys seen how it reacted. Oh my goodness. So I'm not gonna get an accurate reading out of this while transmitting. However, I think it'll work fine for our purpose. All right, let me get straightened up here. I'll be right back. All right, guys, 13.3, and that's where it's holding. I'll leave it sit overnight, see if it discharges all the way or if it kind of hangs around 12 something volts or whatever. So we'll see. We'll see you guys in the morning. All right, guys, here it is the next day. Looks like the batteries have settled out to about 12.78 volts. So let's see how well this battery pack is going to do with this radio. Now, keep in mind, this is just an experiment. What I'm actually going to do when I do take this radio out to the field, or a sideband radio, is I'm going to be taking an actual deep cycle battery. Okay, this is just an experiment for you guys. Am I gonna need a bigger pack than this? Yes, probably, and brand new cells, of course. So anyway, let's hook the radio up. All right, guys, I do have it hooked up to the battery pack. Just gonna stick that in there. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's actually picking up skip without an antenna, and it voltage did drop down to 12.6. You know what? Let's hook up the antenna. I'm gonna leave it hooked up in the garage. I wanna see what it'll pick up. I have the antenna hooked up. It is not outside. It is actually attached to the microwave. This is the Wilson Little Will. Plug it in. Yes, the SWRs are not gonna be great, and I really don't care at this point. We're testing the battery pack alone. Let's fire this thing up. So we're sitting on channel 6 right now, and we're just gonna dead. So it looks like it went down to 12.2. Hello, testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, just dead keying, it looks like it only went down to like 12.2. Looks like actual modulating, it was very wonky. Looks like it recovered fine up to 12.6. There you have it, guys. This is just proof of concept here that you can take these 4S packs that you can get from Amazon and take 18650 cells and put them in a pack and actually run a 12 volt radio. That was the experiment I wanted to show you that took 2 days to record, by the way. So what's the take from this? I am definitely gonna need more than just 4 of those. And another thing too is that I kind of want to experiment with this too. Maybe get some more of these packs and then more of the 18650 cells, just so I can make a mobile like battery pack or something like that I can take with a radio out in the field. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I just wanted to share this little experiment with you. I hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you guys on the next video.